Tyler Bruening took home the win at Golden Isle Speedway in the opening night for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series' 2025 season. It was his first win of his career on a national tour, and obviously his first Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series win ever. Congratulations to him. You can see him celebrating here in Victory Lane. He was extraordinarily emotional. Congratulations to him. He was absolutely dominant tonight. Set the quickest time in qualifying for his group. He then won his heat. Then had a dominant start to the race, led much of the race, but then was, after a caution, I think Daulton Wilson performed a slide job on him. I think he slipped back to maybe third, fourth there for just a little bit, and then climbed his way back up to challenge Daulton Wilson. Found a lot of speed on the outside, made it really work, especially towards the end of the race, and ripped the lip past Daulton Wilson, who got caught up behind the lap car of Michael Leach. We can take a look at this here, at what happened. Let me back this up right here, and we'll full screen this. So Daulton Wilson is down here in the black and white car on the bottom. Bruening is up top here, ripping the lip, and then you can see here Leach is in the black car, number 09, at the front of your screen. So let's take a look here at what exactly happened. So everything's looking good. I don't think Daulton Wilson realizes he's there until right there, and then he guns it, gets into the back of Leach, spins Leach around, and the camera doesn't show it, but the announcers, James Essick and Dustin Jarrett, say that he kept going and the race kept staying green. Wilson would suffer significant damage to the front of his car. He would eventually fade, I think, to finish in 10th. We'll take a look at the lineup here in a little bit. But Tyler Bruening would go on to win the race. There would be a late race restart on lap 5. I think Ross Robinson had some kind of issue or something happened, but Bruening was able to get away from both Brandon Overton and eventually Jonathan Davenport, who had an excellent restart and was actually able to get around Overton and finish in that second position. So a pretty solid race. Wasn't like the greatest race. The night 2 at Vado, I think, is still the race of the year at this point. But this was a solid race to open the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. As I said, let's take a look here at the finishing lineup. You can see Bruening in the lead, Davenport in second, Overton finished in third, Devin Moran finished in fourth, Shirley finished in fifth. Jimmy Owens, how about Jimmy Owens? Hard charger, up 17 spots, finished in sixth. What a run there. That was absolutely excellent job there. Brandon Shepard was following him. He went up 12, finished in seventh. Seems like if this is going to be the trend, it looks like Shepard is having the same issues he had last year, where he kind of struggled in qualifying, puts him behind in the heat, and then he has to end up starting in the rear of the field. Has a good car, but has to use it all up kind of to get to the front, and in many cases kind of runs out of time. So he ended up finishing in seventh. He actually had to go to a B main. He didn't actually make it out of his heat race. Had to qualify through a B main. Max Blair finished in 8th. Garrett Albertson finished 9th. Daulton Wilson, as I said, faded there to 10th, lost 7 positions. Again, I think he suffered something on the front end. Unclear what it was, if it was just kind of damage that messed up his aero or if something actually broke. But you could clearly tell that car was not running as good as what it was after or before he made contact with Leach. Tyler Erb jumped 9 spots. He finished in 11th. Good run for him. Dennis Erb Jr. Finished 12th. Drake Troutman in 13th. Kyle Bronson 14th. Ethan Dotson 15th. Carson Ferguson in 16th. Dropped 9 spots. Not sure what happened there. Hopefully they'll figure out what happened and improve upon that moving forward. If we get a race tomorrow, the weather is not looking good. Dan Ebert moved up 10 spots. He's looking to win Rookie of the Year here. So good start making the A feature in a stout 44-car field. Looking really good there. Ended up finishing in 17th. Tim McCready finished in 18th. Ross Robinson in 19th. Michael Leach in 20th. Mark Whitener in 21st. I think he had some kind of issue. He parked it. Ricky Thornton Jr. also parked his car. Finished in 22nd. Not exactly sure what happened. They just said he kind of parked it. We didn't really get an update on that. Clay Harrison, 23rd. Hudson O'Neal, 24th. Brendan Smith, 25th. Donald McIntosh, 26th. Cody Overton, 27th. Ryan Gustin, 28th. Had an issue early on in the race. Damaged the right front suspension, it looked like. So that was really sad because he was running in third, and he had a really, really good car and might have been able to compete for the win as well. So that is your running order. So, a name that was not on there was Mike Marlar. He is scheduled, if you go to his website, says he was going to be running Speed Weeks, but during the race they said he will not be competing in Speed Weeks. So unclear what's going on with Mike Marlar. We know he was out competing in Vado in New Mexico in the Wild West Shootout, but haven't seen an update on why he's not competing in Speed Weeks. But Ben Schalzen said he won't be competing in Speed Weeks. But pretty solid race. It obviously was not as good as Night 2 at Vado. I mean, that's definitely still race of the year material. But obviously this is the big highlight right here with Daulton Wilson kind of gassing it up as he realizes that Tyler Bruening is on the outside of him. That's what it looks like to me. Let's watch it here again real quick and see let you guys let me know what you make of this right here. Bruening gets to the outside of him. I don't think Wilson realized that Bruening was there, and then he kind of just guns it right here because after he realizes that and kind of gets into Michael Leach. Maybe he thought Leach was going to go up a little higher coming off the curve, and coming off the turn, and then he was going to be able to get a really good run kind of down low down that back stretch, and maybe just misjudged it. I don't know. That's a possibility too. They didn't talk to Daulton Wilson, which I wish they would. I mean, because that's a big storyline right there. That's probably the one thing I would love for the Lucas Oil Late Model Series and the Flow Racing broadcast to do this season is to really kind of try and track down some of these drivers, even if they don't finish on the podium, when they're involved in kind of these big moments. And this was a big moment. I mean, Daulton Wilson led much of the race and got into a lap car, suffered a lot of damage and lost 9 spots and ended up finishing in 10th. So I'd love to hear kind of from that. And then obviously you want to hear about what happened with Ricky Thornton Jr., what was the damage that caused that. So that's just something that I would like the series and the broadcast to improve upon. So maybe they can get that going. I know they're kind of tight on staff, etc., but that would be nice to have. But that is kind of your race recap for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series Night 1 season opener at Golden Isle Speedway. Let me know what you guys made of this race. Let me know in the comments below.